Hello, and welcome to this episode of Say It Anyway. I'm on my way to get coffee because, that's what I do. This one is about regret. Find out what debilitates me. It was regret. I regret singing that. This is what happens when you do things in one take. Now, the reason why I want to talk about regret is because it can often decide what we're going to do. We're so worried about becoming regretful that it makes us either extremely cautious or closed off or never trying anything. Now, if we can, maybe the way in which we could use regret as a motivator, which I don't prefer, but if we have to use regret as a motivator, potentially we could use it as trying to not have more regrets. When I look through my life, I think there is more regret about things I didn't do rather than things that I did do. And, coming to terms with failure or not having something work out the way that you want it to is something that I'm working towards. And it hit me really hard with a couple career things and with a couple relationship things. And I didn't know quite how to handle it, but then in the end, I still don't regret trying it. I don't. And I think I do better in terms of regret because I know that I really can lean into my logic side and say, hey, there's no way that the past can be changed. There's no way that you can redo things. There's no way to go back and change anything. And that doesn't sadden me that much. I think I've just been telling myself for a long time that the past doesn't exist. Because it doesn't. It does not exist. The past is the way in which we can remember things, or we may have video of it, but it's not currently happening, nor can it happen again. So I just, I find that my biggest regret has not been putting out these videos. It's not been doing this one shirtless. I had to acknowledge it at some point, right? I was outside power washing the cement at my parents' house. But the biggest regret for me was that I didn't start doing these videos sooner. That I didn't start opening myself up to people sooner. That I didn't start talking about mental health sooner. That I didn't make decisions sooner. So don't regret that you're going to do the wrong thing or that you're going to pick the wrong option. That's not as helpful. If you have to regret anything, it's not trying something, but still that's not helpful. So just don't regret. I know it's weird to tell you something so blatantly. It's like when somebody's like, just calm down. Or just jump 40 feet in the air. You're like, putting the word just in front of it doesn't make it any freaking easier. But whatever has happened or not happened in the past, you'll feel better having done something now. We're making another step. And when you look at those steps, don't say, I regret not knowing better. No. Look at those steps and be like, that's what I knew at the time. And you can only go with what you know. So I'm going to try not to regret recording this shirtless, but I already am. And I haven't even uploaded this yet. Seriously though, rejection and regret, those are the R words. And we got to do our best to not let them dictate our actions. Now, the thing about that is how do we stop ourselves from letting that dictate our actions? Well, we talk about it. When you recognize that these are your motivators, talk about it. Please say it anyway. You can say it to me. You could post as a comment on here. You could talk to your friends. Hopefully there's a community or a counselor or somebody else you could share with. But I really think people are open to this idea. So please talk about these R words when they happen to you so that we don't give them more power than they already have. All right. Bye.